Hey guys, it's Phoenix31 here, and unfortunately, this is going to be post-commentated. I recorded this just now, and then when I went back to look at it, I had found out that it had no sound. I don't know if it's going to have in-game sound, but it had none of my voice, and I would just scrap it, except I played okay, and I wanted this to get out. So we're playing Ekko today, with Ezreal, Shaco, Zed, and Nautilus against Ashe, Twisted Fate, Caitlyn, Soraka, and Jax. And it's Caitlyn top versus Ekko top, Jax jungle versus Shaco jungle, Zed mid versus Twisted Fate mid, and Ezreal Nautilus bot lane versus Ashe Soraka bot lane. And the load-in time on this one was a little bit longer, so I had to find something to talk about, which was kind of difficult. But I mean, it didn't end up being too good. So, I mean, maybe that's good, because the load-up time ended up poorly. What did I talk about? Oh, I talked about how Ekko is my favorite champion in League of Legends. I'm not very good as him, but he is my favorite. When I first started playing, Ekko had just come out, and he was the loading screen for the login screen. So I just loaded up the game for the first time. I made my account, I hit play, and then there was this weird screen, and there was this little blue guy in the background, and then whoosh, he just pooped right in there. So yeah, Ekko is my favorite. And then I got Academy Ekko in Hextech as the last chest I opened had him, and I had some orange essence just chilling that I hadn't used for anything, so I'm sitting on it. I'm also sitting on a DJ Soda in Hextech that I gotta do something about. I definitely want to get it if I can, but I don't want to have to spend money to get it. At that point, I might as well just buy the skin. But no, yeah. So, what else did I talk about? This is kind of weird for me. I've never just watched a game and commented over it. I can give you some sweet MLG shoutcasting. I could be Freak. Just kidding. I can't be Freak. But yeah. So, we start Doran's Ring, 2 biscuits, and Time Winder. And our whole goal against this Caitlyn is to land as many parts of our Q as we can. Because if we can land as many parts of our Q as we can kill her level 2. Just keep throwing Qs, keep making sure the Time Winder hits both hits. Once we get the phase dive, we can Time Winder phase dive the third hit will hit as I'm running away, and I'll get to get out faster. I just have to not get kited too hard as I'm trying to run. Yeah, that's definitely was the most important thing in my thing. The Shaco Jax shouldn't have really matched up. There shouldn't really be a point where they cross paths unless the Shaco's going for invade sneaky stuff. It's really dependent on how sneaky Shaco can be. If he can sneak around, then he can definitely take advantage of Jax in that way before Jax knows what's going on. Twisted Fate, Zed, is all about dodging the gold card and the wild cards, because that's Twisted Fate's whole kit. Especially if that gold card has the stack deck on it. That's definitely very important to watch out for. I don't know, I was asking this, but can Zed shadow away from an auto? If he has a shadow, will the auto follow him to where he is now, or will it go to where he was with his shadow? Because if so, he can dodge gold card like that, and it's actually a pretty good matchup for the Twisted Fate. And then the final lane, the Ezreal Nautilus and the Soraka Ash is dependent on the hook versus the star call, and then it's also dependent on how well Ash can use her slows from her autos to keep foes in the star call and in the Equinox a little bit longer to maybe get the damage from the star call or the snare. I think is it a snare or a stun from Equinox? I think it's a root actually, or the root from Equinox. And here's me just, oh no, I get the first one. I think I get 5 out of the 6 wave. I don't remember. I think I missed that one there. And I didn't get that one either. What'd I get? I think I check. I hope I check. No, oh no, I miss a lot of CS really. Totally forgot. Oh god. That's not the first wave though. I got 5 out of the 6 of the first wave. I was busy talking. I'm sorry. This is weird. I've never really done post-commentary. I take a lot of damage here. Just being reckless. And then I decide, hey, let's go in and then proc my 3. That's why she ran away and then I couldn't get my speed in time. And then she just kills me there. And yes, we do give up first blood, but I assure you the gameplay from my end gets much better to the point where I couldn't scrap it. I needed this to go up. Let's not do that again. I don't think, what do I buy? I end up buying boots and then just leaving. So I think boots is definitely the optimal choice there. I could have went back in with 5 pots, but I don't think that would really help me. I need something. I clearly need to be able to maneuver around a little bit better. Just checking on the other lanes. That's kill potential lane. I don't remember how it ends up, but I can pay attention a little bit more now. This is actually a little bit better because now I can kind of pay attention to what's going on in the other lanes and watch the. I can't move the camera, obvi, but like, see the Jax. I realize now the Jax came in and killed the Twisted Fate. Killed the Zed with the Twisted Fate. So like I didn't really pay attention to how that lane ended up going out, and I didn't comment on it. But now I get a chance to. So it's nice. Oh, I miss all that CS. I don't think I get any of it. No, because my time winner comes back up, doesn't it? What do I get? I think I get a couple. Yeah. I get these. I get that one. No, I missed that one. Oh, I'm just awful. Don't even worry about it. See, I just get chunked super hard. And right there, I regret not buying the second pot. So I put a ward there, knowing that she's going to come for me. Or no, she doesn't come for me yet. There's a point where she'll come for me, and I barely make it out in time. I guess I spoiled it. I'm sorry. But no, yeah, so I try to use the parallel convergence. I don't end up using it very well throughout. There's one specific place where I use it and I get kill for it. Maybe 2 places actually. I'm thinking about it. Yeah, see, that's the kind of damage. If I was in any position, I would have definitely phase dive there to proc the speed and just run, but I wasn't really close to her, so I couldn't really do that. Here we go. And here's me just walking into damage for free. And her not having her flash definitely wasn't a problem there because she just killed me very easily. But I had a little bit more money this time when I died. Enough to buy a second Doran's ring, which is very good. And then I sat there for the 5 gold for the extra pot because I clearly needed it. And then I walked and I moved to my pots. I have a teleport. I don't ever use it because there wasn't really a time for it. I talk about how this one, I don't want to teleport back in a lane because I could save it for something more useful. Oh, Academy Ekko, so cool. Look at him. He's got his little Z Renaissance drive in his backpack. I mean, he looks awesome. It's just I'm a little upset with Academy Ekko because Sandstorm Ekko and Project Ekko both changed the trail of the alt and the Time Winder colors and the when the parallel convergence blows up, the Academy Ekko just leaves it all default. And they could have because in the splash you see he has the green clones following him, and you see that on Project because that's also green, but you don't see it here. And it's a little annoying. But I mean, it's still a great skin and it's very worth it. Do I get a Parallax version? I mean, I get this shield, but she just kind of trunks it away. Yeah, but no, I actually am able to hold my CS up comparatively to her, so that must mean she wasn't very good at CSing, because I was dead a lot of the time, so she should have been able to get a 20-30 CS advantage. Oh man, the Zed died again? I don't remember the Zed dying again. The first 4 kills, that is? Or is that 6? I think they have 6. Jeez. Oh man. And then she gets traps. I think those are the first time we see her traps at level 7. And I'm only level 5, so I can't really contest. But we get the chrono break right here, which is a game changer. And I use it very well in this game. And I missed the time winder, but we chrono break in, chunk her for some damage. The time winder is going to connect twice there, and we have a phase dive. We end up using it a little too late, so we don't end up needing it, but we had it and we used it. It was very mana costly for that kill though, because we didn't have a lot of mana. So unfortunately, while we get the kill, we are stuck without some mana, which isn't really a problem unless, you know, someone shows up. And what do you know? Who else would show up but Caitlyn's teleport? There's a parallel convergence right where she was, so I could slow her just so I could safely get out. I could have got the stun, but it wouldn't be worth it. She then also flashes there, but I have a biscuit to eat. I didn't eat my biscuit yet, so I ate my biscuit as she ulted. I didn't think it would kill me, but I ate it just for the extra. I guess I should have eaten it before, so we could start gaining the health as she did that. But no, yeah. Here I'm contemplating if I want a last chapter or a Fiendish Codex, because I don't know if I want the mana on level up or if I want the 10% cooldown. And the Fiendish Codex gives me mana, or the Fiendish Codex gives me an extra 5 ability power, but the last chapter gives me mana. And after being so mana deprived after killing the Caitlyn, I end up going for the last chapter. And I remind myself and you guys that she was itemless when she was when I killed her, because she still hadn't backed yet and still only had like 30 CS. I don't know how, but she hadn't backed, so I had to be careful, because that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm ahead of her anymore, or that we're even, or that I'm better. It just means that she didn't have items and I had 2 Doran's rings compared to her 1 Doran blade and no pots. So it's definite, and boots. I also had boots, so it's definitely like a not necessarily a prime situation for me to be in. See, I take a whole bunch of damage still, as I was saying, that's not necessarily, I'm not necessarily safe. Like, I can't just go in and be hard, like go hard, but then I end up, you know, going in and I pay the price. I take half my damage, half my health. But no, yeah, I'm definitely keeping her at a distance with the time winder. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about ADCs going top. It all depends on the ADC, I guess, because, like, I think Quinn can do it, and Kindred, who's not really an ADC because they made her more mark dependent, she could have done it before she was mark dependent. Both of them are definitely very capable of going that role. Trying to think who else I think would be acceptable. Lucian, Ezreal, because they have to have mobility. You can't take a Caitlyn with no mobility into a top lane. Even against the tank, it's still like just very poor matchup, because like the tank may not be able to move, but he's just going to take all the damage, walk towards you, and you can't escape him, especially if he has escapes. Oh wait, she went to the bush to try to flank me, and then I threw a time winder, start running away, she thinks she's safe, and I just ult back, and I get the kill that way. And we get a shit outplayed, which I don't know if that meant I outplayed her like shit, or shit, I got outplayed. I still don't know, I didn't ask. But yeah, that definitely went really well. I was able to use the ult very effectively. It chunked her really hard. I was watching it. I made sure that it would work very well for me. But what was I talking about? Here's the Jack shows up after that kill. This is what I thought was going to happen last time. So I throw a parallel convergence to run away, take the shields, and then realize I have mana and health, but no ult, so I can kind of contest him just a little bit. Trying to think. What was I just talking about? I don't remember. Well, yeah. So, yeah, the ult there definitely was, I think it was really good. And this Ezreal is also going to get fed. I don't notice it here because I'm not really paying attention to the scoreboard that much. I'm just looking at me and the Caitlyn. We, after these 2 CS, which she gets both of, we're both 2-2 and we're both 50 CS. So it's basically like the lane was restarting except with better starting items. Which is, it's kind of weird to think about, but that's kind of what happened. We both kind of respected each other for a little bit. I was a little lower on health because I hadn't backed and she died, so she got to come back with full health. And the Jack stayed around, so I got the parallel convergence there. I was able to take the shield. I think I stay. I don't think I leave. I think I play safe. Definitely got to make sure I keep that back push warded, because if she comes up behind me, I just die. Especially if the Jax is still there. I believe there I saw somebody in the bushes, and I didn't necessarily see them for too long, so I didn't know who it was, but I saw somebody, so I pick up a phase dive, walk a little bit farther, and no, then that's not here. Never mind. I'm sorry. It's somewhere else. You'll see him just for a split second. He'll be in the bush, and I don't know if you can tell who it is. It was, I don't remember, actually. We'll find out who it was. I know I was very aggressive at this point. Not necessarily trying to kill her, just trying to push the wave up, maybe get some damage on the tower. I think I focused more on kills than on the tower itself, because, I don't know, I was just so afraid of Caitlyn me walking to hit the tower, and she puts 4 shots into me, and there's something I could do. There's a missed parallel convergence. Definitely had a couple of those. We get a fire dragon there, I think it was. It was fire or earth. Oh no, it was cloud. It clearly says right there. I'm just awful. Just the worst at this, guys. I'm really sorry about that. But, no. No, here. I think it's here. I think the traps are set up like that. Well, no, but it's not here. But yeah, this is pretty good, honestly. This gameplay ends up being really good. I know it's only like okay right now. That outplay is not the reason. If it was just that outplay, I would have uploaded that outplay as a segment and just like left, been like, oh sweet, cool, I go outplay. Where's Caitlyn up? And it would have been okay. No, yeah, those traps can be very difficult to see when minions are on top of them. Like, you can lose them sometimes. I just lost the one that the topmost one she had. I just barely saw it. There she hits me with a headshot from the bush that I just don't know about until, like, I mean, I know it happened, but I was like, oh, that's kind of bad for me. Alright, this goes really poorly because she gets a free headshot there. And she flashes. I ult out of her ults, and then I die. No. This is where I get out, and then she chases me all the way to the other bush, which is where I recall. Which is cliche. I know, it's like, oh, you should probably go somewhere else because I should expect you to be there. But no, she ulted, so I ulted to get out of her ult, because you can do that. You have to be where it was, and if you're not where it was 4 seconds ago, then you can't get ulted by her. And she was chasing me. You could see her just come up. And I pick up a Morel and Omicron. I check that it gives me 20 CDR. The Zonia's gives me 10. Sork Shoes doesn't give me anything. I'm thinking I might build Lucidity Boots because I want the 40 CDR. And then I decide that the Zonia's is more important. which I don't. And then we watch this fight where Shaco is fighting Twisted Fate and Soraka, and he's able to pick up the Soraka kill, gets hit by the gold card, Ezreal comes up, and I don't know if he converts the Twisted Fate kill or not, I don't remember. No, the Ashe comes in and ults and hits the point blank ult, I'm pretty sure, because I didn't see the arrow flying. So that's, unfortunately, this is a video that's not going to have a point blank Ashe arrow miss. I know, it's very sad. That's been the staple for a couple. But no. So Chrono Break comes back up in a couple seconds. There it is. It just came back up. And there's the first parallel convergence I hit, which definitely made a difference. I don't Chrono Break back in? I thought I Chrono Break. No. I just respect her a little bit. Just throw some time winders just to be safe. I don't really have any spell vamp, so it's not like I can heal myself. But yeah. Oh no. And then I throw the parallel convergence in the bush because I expect it to be coming for me. Miss the stun there, but the shield makes up for it. And then before Zed can take my kill, or Shaco can take my kill, I ult back for it. I didn't want to stay to take more free damage. It was definitely the safest thing. I mean, I have to use my ult to do it, but so I don't have it up. I have to wait another 80 seconds for the cooldown, but it was definitely the safest method of getting that kill without having to really worry. And now here we finally get some damage onto the tower, which is good. But yeah, and then the Twisted Fate ulted in behind me, and I should have realized it was happening, and there was just nothing I can do. And as he said, I shouldn't see it. You wouldn't see that coming. I should have seen it coming. There's no reason I should not have seen that coming. It was very obvious that it was happening, and I'm kind of upset that I let it happen, to be honest. There was no real reason that should have gotten me. I should have been able to just, I should have played safer. But then I believe what ends up happening is the Nautilus teleports in, the Zed is there, and the Ezreal walked up to kill the Caitlyn, I think it is, which is when she gets a death that's not from me, that I don't remember happens later on. I was like, wait a minute, I had the 7 kills, she has 7 deaths. I didn't get her all her deaths, because I know she had 1 death earlier. And then I pinged for Rift Herald because I kind of wanted it, but I didn't think I'd make it there in time. But I was like, hey, there's 3 of you top, like, just go get it. It's definitely worth it. Why not? Like, I know the tower's up, and you could rotate into that, but you guys were rotating down bot anyway, so just take it. And then I do end up making it there. I phase dive, and I don't get through that wall, unfortunately. I really tried to get through the wall, and then I take the buff because I'm the top laner, and I'll be alone. So, having the buff and the reduced damage is really good. The Shaco's fighting the Twisted Fate and ends up dying to him, and then the Ezreal comes in and cleans up the Twisted Fate, and he got another kill before then. I didn't watch what it was, but yeah. They were trying to figure out who got the buff, and then I tried to type me, but I didn't hit enter, so I face dived instead of just typing me. And then the Caitlyn comes back, and no, that's not this one. I tried a parallel conversion stunner. I don't get it. I end up getting a phase dive hit, and then they ask again who got it, and then I tell them that I tell them that I got it. I thought I said it was me, but no, I tell them that I got it. The parallel conversion, I don't know. The time winder is very good here. She tries to go in. I don't end up going in against her. I probably should have. I think she's definitely below me now. She's definitely like not as strong as I am. Our CS is pretty even, but I'm like, I think I kill ahead of her. So I don't know what. I feel some really terrible timeline. There we get a mountain dragon. There we go. I just barely saw him, so I just run away because I'm afraid. I throw a ward in there just in case he decides to come that way, and then I play cautiously to avoid the see, because there he comes, and we got the phase dive up, get another point in it. That's right, 13. Yeah, that's the maximum phase dive. So all our points now can go into parallel convergence, and the 16 point can go into chrono break. We just see her standing there. I don't know what she was doing, probably typing. We go in, we are able to convert this kill. The parallel convergence comes down. I get the shield, but she doesn't get anything. The Twisted Fate is still there, so I ult back into him. Phase dive. I get stunned by gold card, throw the Time Winder, and get the double kill right there, which is very good. That's another reason why I couldn't scrap it. That was one of the big reasons, is I know I got that double kill, and I'm very proud of it because I think I outplayed them really well. Chrono Break was good. The parallel convergence was good. The use of Time Winder was good. The phase dives were all good. I think it was definitely worth it. I ended up picking up the full Zonias, and then I think I start my because I've decided now that the next item I'm gonna get is Abyssal Scepter, Sork Shoes, Rabbiddins, Luden's Ekko. That's gonna be the final build that we end up having, or we end up going for. The game ends before we can get it, because we don't often get your final builds unless you're feeding, unless you're fed 30 kills fed. So we got the double kill. The Ezreal came up top and got the tower, so it ends up super well for us, to be honest. So that ends up very well. And then we come back down here. The Ezreal goes in for the Caitlyn kill, as you just saw, as we chunked her kind of hard, and then dies. And he's like, what the fuck? And I'm like, let me show you how you do this. I phase dived, but I wasn't close enough, so I flashed and just killed her. I didn't want to burn the flash there. I don't think it's actually worth it for me to get that kill and burn the flash. If I had just walked another couple steps, I think I could have phase dived and killed her. But I just waited. So I could have probably tried to throw the Time Winder. I think the Time Winder's distance is longer than the phase dives. So, a flash wasn't worth it for the kill, but I think we get the tower. If we get the tower, then it was worth it. Yeah, we get this tower, 100%. So it was definitely worth it. I just didn't chase with the Ezreal because I was taking turret shots, so I didn't necessarily want to. And then I kind of got scared because I saw the Gate Destiny, and then I saw him die. So I was like, well, I should be fine now. I don't have to worry about it. So. Oh no, hold on. And then I try to clear out all her traps, and then she shows up, and then I'm like, oh god, I'm so glad I didn't step on that second trap. I would have taken a lot of damage for it. Oh, that's right. Here, I try to set up a position where I can parallel convergence where the traps are and where my cannon minion is, and then phase dive through the wall, get her, stun her, and kill her. And I set it up pretty well. I just phase dive early into the wall. The phase dive ends up connecting, and she ends up flashing out of it. So, I still end up killing her because of Time Winder and this, and another phase dive, just to get on the other side of her. And then I take a lot of damage from these minions, which is unfortunate. The parallel convergence is nice. I get the shield from it. I should have thrown it behind me, though. If I had thrown it behind me while I was backing, it would have been much more worth it, to be honest. I clear the minion wave, and then I'm going to leave. So I clear it, and then I go back to leave, and I'm like, I don't have to worry about the Twisted Fate because he just Gate Destinied, and he just died, so I was okay. And then I'm like, well, I didn't prepare for Jack since Rock just walking up, and Jack shuts me down. So that definitely happened, and it's, unfortunate, but it happens. So then we buy the Sork Shoes, we sell a Doran's Ring. We bought the Fiendish Codex, the Sork Shoes, we sell a Doran's Ring, and we buy a Null Magic Mantle, which I call a Spectre's Cowl. But that's the Raptor Cloak that goes into a ZZ Rot and a Banner of Command. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But yeah, so we're definitely playing really well, and we're itemizing, I think, also pretty well. I don't know, it starts to get a little stupid later. You'll see what I mean. Like, the rest of my team makes some pretty bad calls that they want me to be a part of. I don't know if it's happening. It is. They're, I think, no. What is happening? I can't hear myself talk, so it's a problem. They kill the Caitlyn. There's a team fight going over here. That's what it is. And I come in and kind of steal 2 kills from this Ezreal. I kind of just take that face value, and I didn't have a flash, but I knew my phase dive ran out, and I knew I would have gotten one in time to kill her. But the Nautilus hook just made it easy. And I could have gotten their blue buff right there. I don't know why I didn't. Definitely would have been worth it, but definitely want to just push mid lane out because they have this turret here that we want to get rid of. I think I end up taking it by myself. I don't know if anybody comes in. I don't know where everybody is. I'm kind of... Yeah, I take it by myself. The Jax and the Soraka show up. And then I'm kind of like poking them with the Time Winder as much as I can, and the Twisted Fate also appears. I end up clocking a lot of damage on the Soraka. This is just a slow, just to get it off. You know, I end up hitting the Soraka a couple times with this stuff, so she gets chunked kind of hard. And I'm talking about maybe I should go, because that right there, I clock 2 hits on the Soraka, which puts her at a good spot. And then I hit her again, I'm pretty sure. Right there. No, that's just the Twisted Fate. No, I hit her again. She's really low, so I'm like, if she comes back here and I can hit her with another Time Winder, I'm gonna go in. Definitely gonna go in there. The Ezreal and the Shaco bullying the Caitlyn and the Jax. I don't know how they're bullying the Jax, but because he wasn't necessarily too ahead. The Ashe fires her ult, and let me figure out what happens here. I take a lot of damage from the turret, and then the gold card kills me. What I wanted to do was just leave and then ult back in to get the safer kill, but I wasn't able to do it, and the Zed ends up dying to the Twisted Fate too. Luckily, the Nautilus is able to just hook him and then do that for the Twisted Fate kill, but the it definitely was not worth it. I'm trying to figure out what killed me here. And it was the magic damage from gold card, I realized. I said that's an auto, but that's the magic damage from gold card, unfortunately. And the Ashe ult I didn't really do a lot, but it was something. And the turret definitely jumped me pretty hard. They're talking now about baiting Baron, so I'm just like, or we could just do Baron. And I see Earth Dragons up, so I go to take that while they decide to go bait Baron, and I don't know why. But yeah, so also we get to see me. There's a Gate Destiny. I don't know. Oh, I know where he goes. He goes up towards Baron, fights this Zed, and I think he dies, I'm pretty sure. No, but the Caitlyn kills the wandering Shaco. Also, we get to see me solo this dragon. And now they're pinging for Baron while our jungler is dead. I don't know why they're gonna bait Baron while our jungler is dead, because we're gonna do that without him. He does kind of a lot of damage from behind. I don't know why I phase dive to the other side of him there. The other side of the time when it doesn't hit. But we get an Earth Dragon, which was definitely more important. And then here's me attempting to just take Scuttle Crab really poorly, because Ekko doesn't really have an effective way to take. I guess I could have parallel convergence, but it wasn't worth it. Now they're calling me to come over there, and I'm like, fine. I come over there eventually. After getting the Scuttle Crab, obvi, because that was clearly more important than this stupid Baron bait. I was gonna type to them something. I was like, we don't have a jungler. He's top side. Why would they think that? And then I decide I'm gonna go push mid, and then I see them rotating towards Baron, the enemy team. So I come towards, and I see that we've started Baron. So I mean, I could go in there, do as much damage as I can, take a couple Baron hits, ult in or ult out, and then phase dive out of the wall. A lot of stuff's happening over there. I'm ending up fighting this Caitlyn over here by myself, get trapped, and my parallel convergence can't come down in time. If that stun had come down, I would have definitely killed her, but it just barely doesn't come down in time. But the Ezreal, I believe, comes in and is able to clean up the kill on the Caitlyn. And if not, it was a 3-for-1 trade, 4-for-1, 5-for-1. It was an ace for one. 5-for-1 was definitely worth it. And then they back to get health to get Baron. I'm so sorry. Oh god, I'm so sorry about that, guys. They back to get health to get Baron, and then we don't end up getting Baron. It's just, I never think it's worth it. I think the way that we end up playing is worth it. The Nautilus teleports in. I could have also teleported. I was thinking about it, because I don't remember what happened. I just remember I come up and I see our blue buff is up, and I'm like, that's important to me. I need that blue buff. I need Rift Herald, Abyssal Scepter, and blue buff. I need a sweet thing. So then they tell us that the enemies are coming for them at Baron, and then I start taking blue buff. I do throw a Parallel Convergence into blue buff. It's worth it for blue buff. It wasn't worth it for Scuttle. And then they call me again, and I'm like, I need this. This is more important. Having blue buff for me is more important. I need infinite mana. Or infinite mana regen, basically. It's not infinite mana. But yeah, so this ends up being really well. Me and Ezreal fight for this CS here. I get a couple. I get this one, and then I lose this one up here, unfortunately. But I think as we're pushing this tower down, we need to get Baron. We don't need to bait Baron. Like, they keep telling us we need to bait Baron, and I'm like, no, we just kill him right here. I don't think I get any assists or anything here. No, I don't get an assist for any of those. I don't get an assist there. I guess I phased out to a minion. I don't get that kill. I phased out back to the turret, and I can't get there to do anything about that. So I got nothing in that whole fight. I was useless. I took no damage from the turret either. And then we get the surrender. So, yeah, that was me playing my favorite champion really well. So I'm really proud of that game. So I couldn't scrap it. But I want to thank you guys for coming, and I'll see you next time.